Page 25, Frolics. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats, C major or A minor, and look at the last measure. You're here. Sounds C major to me. I guess that's what it probably is. Right hand first. We have pickup beats, 1.5 beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm coming in on the and of 3. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. And then 4th finger. And then 5th finger, scrunch up. Again, I recommend try play this as legato as you can at first. We do this to figure out the fingering. This helps us with the fingering. Now there's different styles of fingering and different people will approach it differently. I'm just teaching you the way I was taught and the way I teach my students. And we play it legato at first to get the fingering. Then reach up, that's the octave. You have a rest, but still you keep your hand there and just reach up. And then you can come 5, 4, 3 if you can. I like using different fingers on repeated notes anyway, and you need to be able to do this. So if you can, do that. If you can't, then the first one and then go straight to the 3 for the others. So it's here. So, and then it's the same thing there. Let's go to the second line, 3rd measure. The pickup to the 3rd measure is here. Rest, and then you come up here, and then a rest. And 3rd line here, C, D, and a G. Block chords for a while, and the end of the line it's a D, E. Just stay where you are, and instead of 1 and 2, you're using 2 and 3 for the last chord there, the half note in that line. And then you come up again. You can use 3 for all if we want. I like to use maybe a 3, 1, 3, just alternate. Just to use different fingers on repeated notes. It's a little more advanced fingering, so it depends on how well you're doing or how much you're struggling. But if you're doing it okay, then I highly recommend even at the beginning, just a 3, 1, 3 here, just to use different. You got to be able to do that. Then you do that some more. Let's go down the last line. It's the last. Well, it's the pickup to the last line, the last note, and the 4th line you're down here, 2, that's a G. The last line, yeah, it's an F and an A. If you don't know those notes, you really need to learn them because you need to be able to just glance at that and see it's an F and an A. And then they don't give you fingering here, but it's similar to patterns you've had before. So it's going to be the thumb here and then thumb on that A. So you just went from this position to this position. That's all. And then you go up here, 2nd finger, and thumb, like so. Just keep moving around a little bit. Left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. And reach up, 2nd finger, just spread out a little bit. And then you use 4th finger if you want, or 2. Thumb again. The last measure of the 1st line, you're actually here. And that's okay. You're sort of staying in this area. Let's go down to, it's 2nd line, last measure. They're saying 2nd finger, left hand solo. Well, okay. I prefer a 2 on 2. And then here, and then thumb. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and thumb. You're playing about the same thing you were playing with the right hand, but it's upside down. And then a 1, 2, 1. Get some more of that going. So work out the hands separately. Make sure I didn't talk much about the rhythm. I'm hoping you can get the rhythm. But put them together at the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You see the difference in the left hand right there? The first full measure we had a rest. 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 But in the 2nd measure there's no rest. You can sound all the time. 1 and 2. Rest. That's important. So play those rests. Now if that fingering in the right hand is not working for you there on a 5/4, then go ahead, you got to rest. Go ahead and move up and play a 3-1-3 again, like you did at the beginning, if that's better for you. As I said, I like to play things or finger things legato, but if it just makes it more complicated and it's not working, then change it. Then play during the rest, just come up. It's okay, really, it's okay. So again, at the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the tables are turned. Now the left hand gets the melody and the right hand's got the chords. The third line down. Except here, it's a rest on the right hand. It's always a note rest, note rest, note rest. So that's different. Measure, it's a half note. And again, the last line is the thumb on that A. And when you play the C, the right hand comes up. So that C's by itself. Then we add the, I went kind of fast, you can slow that way down to whatever it takes for you to get it. Get rid of the hesitations. You don't want any hesitations anywhere, so just keep working on it until the hesitations are gone. You can go back and add the articulation. And you can use a light finger staccato or a light wrist staccato, I don't care. Remember, it's 2. I'm using wrist here. The articulation adds a lot, but it's very tricky because it's different for the hands. So look at the second measure and second line. You're here. Here, that's a staccato. Light wrist staccato here in the right hand, third line down. Now, this piece can be a bit of a challenge for you because on the articulation, you got staccatos and legatos and slurs and stuff going on in each hand separately, independently. And that's a little confusing. So like at the beginning, it's a staccato here, but not here. Now it is. Now it's legato in both. Right there, but hold that down. And lift up. If that's just not working for you, it's just, it's okay. I suggest, for the time being, concentrate on the articulation in the right hand and forget what you're doing in the left hand. Just focus on the right hand. Don't worry about whether it's staccato or not in the left hand. Get that right hand where you can. Get that where that right hand is working for you. Wonderful. Then later on, switch it and forget about the right hand, although by now it's a habit. It's okay. Then focus on this left hand. And don't worry about the right hand. Just get the left hand working, and eventually you'll get to where you can do both hands like it's written. Because it is, this is very challenging to get both hands in this articulation working right. It sure is. At least it is for me. I assume it is for others too. I'll work out very slowly the articulation throughout the whole thing. Then you can add the dynamics. It's moderately loud at the beginning, that's the right hand. So forth. You're not going to stay moderately loud. You feel it, get to know it well enough, and you can get a little louder and softer depending on how you feel it. They have another moderately loud at the end of the third line here. Well, there's no indication between the two moderately loud, so that gives you a clue that somewhere in there you probably switched to some other dynamic level. It's up to you. They don't tell you anything. Maybe it's an error in the music, I don't know, but don't stay moderately loud the whole time. But here you're sort of in that area. Now, in the fourth line down, at the end of it, you come down to moderately soft. And then you're going to crescendo up at the end, the last two measures up to loud. Don't get loud until that last note. And there's an accent on that, so that makes it actually very loud. Now, speed-wise, cheerfully, it's a happy piece. 132, somewhere in there, in that area. You start slow and you gradually spill it up over time. So your cheerfully will be different than mine. And mine depends on the time of day it is. It's You get the idea? I hope. I would like to play it with you very slowly to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. There isn't a lot in dynamics anyway, but I'm not going to do them. So I'll give us 2.5 counts and let's come in very slowly. 1 and ready and go.